Hey everybody, how you doing? I went to Aldi tonight without the kids. It was really nice because last time I went, which was my first time to this Aldi, I went on a Sunday afternoon with one of my kids, and let me tell you, it was rough. So I went back today and I found some of my favorite staples to get from there, and I stocked up on some of their produce deals. So I'm just going to show you what I got, and of course snacks are always good at Aldi too. All right, so speaking of snacks, since I have 3 people taking their lunch, sometimes just paying for the convenience of this is a lot easier. Everybody likes all of those, and it's only like $5. So I think there's 20 in here. So it works out to be like a quarter a bag, which I don't feel is that bad for the added convenience of it. And then I also got this kettle corn sweet and salty. My kids love that. This is something I've never seen before. These are the spicy barbecue seasoned oven chips. They sounded really good, and we all really like spicy food in this house, so I'm lucky on that. A couple box of cereal for the kids on the weekend. My 4-year-old has been loving this mixed fruit. It's strawberries, pineapple, peaches, and mango. I just take it out of the freezer, let it sit out for like an hour, or sometimes I'll even defrost in the microwave just a bit where it softens up enough where it's easier to eat, and he loves that. It's one of his favorite snacks, so I like to keep that on hand, and it's also great for smoothies. All right, with Halloween coming up, so I bought a thing of candy from Walmart. We don't plan on staying home and passing out candy, but there might be trick-or-treaters before we go out because we're going to be trick-or-treating ourselves, or after we get home because we do have little ones and it's a school night. So I wanted some stuff to pass out besides candy. So I got these Halloween fruit-flavored snacks and Halloween pretzels. The reason why I chose these is because these are 2 things I can easily put in my kids' lunches after Halloween if I don't end up giving them out, as opposed to all the candy, because we're going to be overloaded with candy. So I love the individual things of pretzels. Anyways, these were only $2.99 for 24 because one of my kids loves taking pretzels and hummus to school. So I don't think these are like specially designed or anything. I think they're just like the bag is, Halloween, but I think that's super cute and something they can take in lunch, and everyone's loved pretzels. And then I do love Aldi's brand because they use no, synthetic colors, no artificial flavors, all that good stuff. So I went ahead and got these, but I want to know in the comments down below, do your kids get upset when they get something like this instead of candy at someone's house? Or if you don't have kids, were you upset when you got something like that at someone's house? Because I'm kind of worried about making the kids upset. But see, my kids love these kind of stuff because they know they don't get to have much candy, or somehow it disappears after Halloween. But this kind of stuff goes in their lunches and they get to enjoy it more often than the candy. So they actually like it when they get the stuff. So let me know in the comments down below how you feel about that. I mean, I will have candy too, but I just don't want to make anybody mad. So I'm like, I wonder if that's okay. Maybe it's just my kids that like it. I don't know. All right. So some butter, because I still haven't gotten back to Costco, but I realized these were like only about $2.60 per pound. And I'm thinking it might be actually cheaper than Costco, because I want to say at Costco the last time I went it was like $11 and you got 4. I got to double check the price, but I'm pretty sure it's a better deal, so I might have to switch to buying it at Aldi. Last time I went to Aldi, they were out of their raspberry yogurt, and that's some of our favorites. So I bought 4 of those, and then they had out their fall flavors, and we love their pumpkin pie yogurt. So I got a couple of those. Those are Greek yogurt, and also the maple. Really good. They have what's the third kind of flavor? Oh, man. I can't forget, but I couldn't remember if we liked the third one, but I knew for sure these were the ones that go super fast. So I just went ahead and bought 2 each of those. I can't remember that third flavor. I'll tell you next time if I remember. All right, the leg quarters were on sale for 95 cents a pound. I like that they were already seasoned, so I don't have to worry about it. Honestly, I've never made leg quarters. I've made drumsticks. I've made, what is that attached to it? I don't know, a thigh? I don't know. I've made every part of the chicken, whole chickens, but I've never just had the leg quarters. So I don't think it's any different than cooking regular chicken. If you have an awesome way to cook it, let me know. I was just going to roast it in the oven, so I think we're going to like that. All right, the raspberries were on sale. My 4-year-old actually has been asking for raspberries, and we all love raspberries. So they were only about $1, I think 19 per package. So I went ahead and got 4 because that was one of the steals I felt like. This was pretty cool. You never know what you're going to find at Aldi. So this was on clearance, marked down several times to $2.99. It's a cast iron care kit. I've always wanted one of these scrapers. I have a cast iron pan. Comes a little silicone handle, a little brush, and then this is to put your oil in, and you can spritz it afterwards so you don't put too much on. I just thought that was really neat. I don't think I'd pay full price, but for $2.99 I'll try it out. They're Honeycrisp apples, $1.69 for 2 pounds. That is amazing to find Honeycrisp apples, at least where we were in California. So I don't know if maybe that's normal price to find them this cheap, but so I'm excited. I got 3 pounds, so 6 pounds altogether. Apples by far are our favorite fruit though, and they last a really long time in the fridge. They can last weeks, so I'm not worried about going through those. Just some red onion. That's our favorite for burgers, for sandwiches, for salads. We use that on a lot, so I went ahead and grabbed that. And their acorn squash was only 50 cents a pound, and I have a really good recipe I've made. It's a stuffed acorn with sausage, and I actually made breakfast burritos recently and had some leftover sausage that I do in the freezer. So I thought about that, saw the acorn squash. I thought, oh, I gotta make that recipe again. So I went ahead and grabbed that. And then peaches also were a good deal. It was like $1.60 as well for 2 pounds. The last time I bought, I think 4 or 5 peaches. My 3 kids ate them in one sitting. I mean, all 3 of them were eating them, but then they wanted more, and I was like, that's all I bought. So I bought 2 bags, 4 pounds, so hopefully that'll last us like 2 sittings of peaches. It's fall here, so I don't know how much longer they're going to be in season. I'm kind of getting used to the season of fruits and vegetables here because everywhere it's a little bit different with the prices and stuff. How funny, these are from California. So they aren't real fragrant yet, and they're a little bit hard, so I'm going to let them sit out for a little bit and see if they ripen up. Just a couple snacky things, because Aldi has the best snacky stuff. Under $1, some iced oat milk cookies. These cookie thins, I love cookie thins, and this taste just like the name brand. I got the chocolate chip. Just some animal crackers for snacks. Some of these dried apricots. And we love the pretzel slims to use in hummus. And then a couple of my stock up items that I always carry in my pantry that I don't have at the moment. Number 1, I realized I want to make a recipe, and I must have thrown out my onion powder when I moved, so I needed one of those. All right, this is the first time I've seen Aldi carry this French onion soup. Now, I have 1 or 2 recipes that call for this, and it's usually kind of pricey at the grocery store. So I was super excited to see Aldi had it. So I picked up 2 cans because I don't know if that's something they're regularly going to carry. But I definitely haven't seen it before, and I've looked before, at least in California. So I don't know. But I grabbed 2 just to keep in the pantry. I was out of cream of chicken soup, so I got 3 of those. And then I always like to have some frosting on hand. You never know when you want to make a cake or do something. And so I just got 1 of the vanilla, 1 of the milk chocolate, and 1 cream cheese. I always like to have that on hand for homemade cinnamon rolls or brownies. That's my favorite icing right there. All right, and these, oh, I'm so happy. This is one of the things I couldn't find last time I went. They're Italian dressing, less than 50 cents for a packet. I was going to buy some at Walmart, but it was ridiculous. It was like $4 for 4 of them. And I was like, oh, I know I can get it cheaper at Aldi. I don't make dressing with these, but this is my all-time favorite seasoning to put on corn, just as is. Just sprinkle it on. Especially corn on the cob, but even just regular canned corn, anything like that. I just open up a packet, pour some out, then I put in a little Ziploc afterwards and use it till it's gone. So I got 4 of those. I was really excited. And then a staple I also like to keep in my cupboard is the onion soup mix. This was also like 50 cents for 2 pouches. I was out of chicken broth. I want to go to Costco soon. We'll see if it happens, and get a rotisserie chicken and use the carcass to make my own chicken broth, but I just haven't got around to do it yet. And I couldn't find any cans of chicken broth. I wanted to keep some of those, but I just grabbed this for now, just in case I need it until I can get a chicken. And then I thought this might be something nice to keep in my pantry. It's oven-ready lasagna. I usually always have tomato sauce because I make my own marinara type sauce. So I always have that. I usually have mozzarella cheese in the freezer, and I don't right now, but I usually have some kind of sausage. So that would be a super easy dinner. I could throw it together when I don't have anything else. And I love these oven ready lasagna noodles because if I know I have to boil it and do all that, I just won't want to do it, honestly. So I love the oven ready. Just some pudding, a chocolate and vanilla to keep on hand in the pantry, especially with milk being so cheap here. I'm like, yes, before Stunts, I'd be like, I don't want to make it because I don't want to use up all that milk. Isn't that funny how the price of milk, if you saw one of my last hauls, everybody told me how much their milk costs. It was so interesting how it fluctuates around the country. I'm sorry, the lowest I think I saw was 79 cents up to $5-6. Canada was definitely expensive, but anyways, it used to be something I only would use up if my milk was about to go bad. So now I feel like I could just do it on a whim. So I'm going to keep that in my pantry. And this was another thing that is definitely a staple for us that I couldn't find last time is this General Tso's Asian sauce. This is my favorite dipping sauce for like egg rolls, wontons, that kind of thing, which we all love. So I love to keep that on hand. And then I am definitely a sauce person. That is my one weakness at the grocery store. I see sauces and I don't have a plan for them. I just get them. And what was this Bang Bang sauce? Okay, savory and creamy with chili puree for a kick. I saw there's like jalapenos and stuff in it. This shows shrimp. I'm going to tell you, I'm not a fan of seafood. So that will not be happening. But let me know if you have any other ideas for this. I'll probably look it up. If nobody has any brilliant ideas, but I don't know why. It just sounded good. Maybe I was hungry. So I got that. Some pumpkin spice cream cheese spread that is actually I have recently bought, if you saw in one of my hauls, it was cinnamon and sugar pita chips. This just sounds so good with it. So I've been waiting to go to Aldi because I didn't want to spend like $3 at the grocery store. Of course, this was like $1.50, half the price. I love all these tzatziki sauce. They have another one. I forget what the other one is, but I love them both equally. So I picked up the spinach parmesan. I thought a good lunch for my husband might be, some chicken and lettuce and like a pita. I could put some tzatziki sauce in there. It'd be really good. So I grabbed that. Oh, the other one was cucumber and something. I forget which. Yeah, like I said, we love to. Eggs can't get over 50 cents a dozen. I mean, I just can't get over how cheap they are. I'm about to start having eggs for dinner once a week. Can you imagine how much money I spend? I don't think my kids would be happy about that. They're okay with eggs, but I think once a week they might get a little tired of it. And once again, the cheapo milk, $1.60. So I got 2 whole, 1 2% because we're trying to switch my little guy to 2%. And so far it's worked well. He hasn't noticed. I've been just keeping 2 jugs and pouring that for my little one. And I should probably switch my other son to it and just keep my oldest Kason, as you guys know. He's a little bit underweight, so we're sticking with the whole milk for him. All right, guys, so I spent under $100 for all this. Isn't that nice? I mean, there's not a lot of meat except for the leg quarters, but, with the Halloween stuff and, still stocking in my pantry, all this wonderful fruit and produce, I think is a pretty good deal. So give this video a thumbs up, and I will see you next time. Bye, guys.